Just wanna watch them stars fall. But you don't wanna try to make up dreams just to be seen. I wanna lay here beside you, all quiet. Fire breath and open sky. It's not what we know, it's where we go. not what we see, it's what we choose to be. Sunflowers, high grass, and
今
bare feet.
派遣社員として事務の仕事をしている
Oh, each second is a dream. I keep my balance next to you. It's true. Nowadays there's nothing I wouldn't do for you. Fire breath and open sky. It's not what we know, it's where we go. I grow wings and tell our goodbye. It's not what we see, it's what we choose to be. We're beyond good. I've never been so ready. Fire breath and open sky. It's not what we know, it's where we go. I grow wings and tell worry goodbye. Oh, it's not what we see, it's what we choose to be. Fire breath and open sky. It's not what we know, it's where we go. I grow wings and tell worry goodbye. It's not what we see, it's what we choose to be. Is it just me, or is it hard to agree with what you're trying to explain? I don't mind feather wings nor diamond rings, but that's not how you get to me, no. We could sit in the shade, talk